heads down. The dishwasher, if the elf was looking happily at him, maybe.
Maybe you could be his little elf.
Could
you? Yeah.
I'll put it on your show.
More than one elf. Well, after the break, we're going to be talking to Tom Parker, the Wanted star, alongside his brother. Hello! The elf, Kelsey!
Nothing will happen.
We're very impressed with your little elf. Well, there you go. There's Tom and Kelsey and the little elf. They're going to be speaking to us about, my goodness, their roller coaster year and a half following Tom's brain tumour diagnosis, and how their young children and that little elf have kept them going through the very darkest of times. We're going to catch up with Tom and Kelsey right after this. And the elf. And the elf. Welcome back to Friday's Loose Women alongside me, Kay Adams. There's Katie Piper, Nadia Sawala and Linda Robson. Still to come on today's show, could you be inadvertently giving your child the gift of self-esteem issues this Christmas? Find out what we think about this year's must-have dolls at 1:15. That was a bit of a sucker punch, wasn't it? Also, we'll be delving into the toy box of years gone by when we talk about our favourite childhood toys. Don't put me back on that space opera, please. Now, last October, the showbiz world went into shock when the Wanted star Tom Parker went public with his diagnosis of an inoperable brain tumour at the age of 32. His wife Kelsey was pregnant with their second child at the time, and since then they've welcomed baby son Bodhi into their family as Tom has gone through gruelling rounds of chemotherapy, and even eventually felt well enough to perform again with his band. And today, Tom and Kelsey join us to tell us how they're looking forward to the future together. Hi there, you two. Hi.
How are you?
Katie's very upset with you touching the elf, I just have to tell you. You're not supposed to, Mummy and Daddy.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Listen, last scan, Tom, if you don't mind me diving in with this first, I believe was very positive news.
Stable, yeah. I mean, it's pretty unheard of at this point, to get to that point. So, yeah, just really over the moon, to be honest with you. I'm very grateful.
And Kelsey, for you too, that must have been just wonderful news to receive.
Yeah, because I just think with having this, obviously you always worry about the scans, like that's like the big scanxiety.
Yeah.
And then when we got the news, obviously we were elated and we were just so happy.
Kelsey, I was lucky enough to spend the day with you a couple of weeks ago, and I came back and I was telling you girls, wasn't it? I said, oh my God, this woman just literally exudes like this power and this positivity that was really quite almost overwhelming. I was so impressed by it.
Oh, thank you.
That's so lovely. She really does do that. Like, she gets me through the day, to be honest with you.
But that's how we've got through this whole, situation, through positivity. Like, it's really massively helped us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I saw on social media you use the hashtag Positive Parkers, and I'm a real big believer in, putting thoughts out to the universe, manifesting things, and being able to change our own mindset.
Really, I'm a big believer in it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big believer in it.
Yeah, and
because I genuinely do believe in what you put out to the universe is kind of what you get back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we've been doing this for years, even before Tom got his diagnosis.
Yeah.
Like, this is what we've always believed in. So it was the only route for us.
Yeah.
Like, even when he was diagnosed, it was like, right, we've got to stay strong. We've got to be positive. And also, we've got 2 young kids. It was the only way. And I was 35 weeks pregnant with Bodhi. So we actually had no other way.
It was either get up and get on or sink and die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I really admire
was pretty
that.
much the principle of it.
Yeah, I think that's really an admirable way to be. And I could imagine coming into your house, I'm sure it would be all good vibes, great energy. And I wondered if there was anything you do with the kids or in the household. Do you have any mantras or rituals or anything visual that you do as a family to keep all those good vibes going?
Oh, we like to fall through the tree every now and again.
Yeah, so we fell through the tree.
I fell through the tree before
we came on air.
My balance got a little swayed. No, Now we've got a big hole in the
No,
tree.
we don't normally get up to that. We dance, we have fun, don't we? We do lots of singing.
Yeah.
At the moment, we're singing lots of Greatest Showman, haven't we?
Yeah.
This is
That's
me.
good.
That's the one line that Aurelia can just sing, so she just goes, "This is me."
Yeah. That's good. Any affirmations, positive quotes? Do you read things like that out to the kids?
Yeah, and we actually have positive notes like around the house.
Yeah.
And positive affirmations. So yeah, we're just really positive.
Brilliant. I love that.
And the kids, what age are the kids? I mean, goodness, you've got your hands full. I mean, two under three?
Yeah.
I mean, just from a practical point of view,
Yeah.
how are you managing just practically, Kelsey?
It's difficult for her, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. Like, I think this age is even harder now because they're both on the move. So, like, getting them out of the house is an absolute nightmare. At first, I was like, oh, this is a breeze. Like, this is really easy. But now they've, they found their feet. Bodhi's walking. I'm like, oh, how do I get out of the house?
Man's climbing up the stairs now. I'm like, oh, God, I need a stair gate.
And you've always said, Kelsey, that you'd like more children. Is there anything planned yet? Are you going to start trying for more? Or is it a bit too soon?
Not at this moment of time. And not where I've just hit this hurdle of how hard it is. So I think give us a year to 2 years, then we might discuss having baby number 3.
Right. Better get active.
You're both great.
Pick yourself up, boy.
You're both great
You sorted
advocates.
yourself out.
You're both great advocates, aren't you, for representing and pushing for better treatments for people?
Oh, massively.
100%, yeah.
Look, we had the shock of our lives when Tom was diagnosed because you find, you've got glioblastoma and then it's...
You're doing this and
You're
that.
doing this. You start radio on Thursday and you'll have radio and chemo, then you'll have 6 rounds of chemo. Yeah,
No, that's it.
And what else? No, that's it. And it's not changed for 30 years. This is standard of care for 30 years. Like,
But
this,
for all cancer,
yeah.
Obviously all cancers are different, but the NHS currently treat all cancer pretty much, with the same treatment, which is chemotherapy and radiotherapy.
Which
that hasn't changed in
we
25
were just shocked
years.
at, weren't we? We were just
Shocked.
like, our jaw was to the floor and we was like, but we need something else. This is an aggressive
And that's kind
cancer.
of like our new mission, I suppose, in life is try and better the treatment for cancer. It's just appalling out there at the moment. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're fortunate enough to be able to at least have chemotherapy and radiotherapy, but, there is better technology in there and treatment out there now, so I would try and advocate for better treatment.
Yeah, make a change.
Yeah.
Kelsey, you said that you were offered counselling, you guys, right at the beginning, and you felt there really should be a change on that because it's actually further along. I suppose because initially you're just in the shock of it all.
And Tom was
100%.
shocked that literally the whole way through radio and chemo, and
couldn't accept it.
the further we went on, the worse he got as well. And then they're offering, a psychologist to ring Tom and talk to him, but it was the wrong time. He needed it after treatment to say, I know you've been through this. How do you feel now? Let's talk it through. Like, we're trying to. They had physios turning up, and then we had phone calls, and then you're trying to go to radio, do chemo. There's timings for everything. Like, it was so
It was
hectic.
exhausting as
and
well.
And then in the end, we didn't actually push on with any of them treatments. We then funded our own after Tom had gone through the radio and chemo.
Yeah.
And you're going in lots of ways in a very holistic way, aren't you? Building your immune systems. And from talking to you the other day, I could see that's been really empowering for both of you.
Oh yeah, it's changed
100%.
our lives completely. We're all about building the immune system, taking supplements, just
eating right,
Yeah.
like cutting sugar out. Like, not a lot of people know that refined sugar, feeds cancer and feeds cancer cells. And I don't think the general public and just the general, knowledge about refined sugar is appalling.
Yeah.
So I'd like to try and get that message out there. Just not good.
Yeah. We're just trying to take every day as it comes, though, and we just feel like there's a mission for all of it for us, and to just get through general life as well.
And it was self-care self-care is absolutely critical, isn't it? And you're both obviously very much kind of embracing that. And Tom, can I just say you are planning for the future? You're planning to get back on stage with the boys, yeah? The Wanted?
Yeah, that's the plan. So we're going to go on tour in March. Is it?
Yes.
March and April. Memory's coming back. Yeah, so we're doing that March and April, and then potential new album. Who knows? We're not putting too much pressure on it, just because I think there was a lot of pressure on the project last time, and we just kind of want to enjoy it this time around.
Well, listen, it's been so lovely to speak to both of you, Tom and Kelsey, the wonderful Positive Parkers. We're wishing you and the kids a really, really happy Christmas. I hope you have a wonderful time, all of you, with your family.
Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
Yes,
Have a fantastic Christmas.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Love you all.